Hello and welcome. We're the Bitches with Beards, and we love to talk all things culture.
On this podcast, we chat our top 3 cultural moments of the week.
It's the Cultural Three-Way. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Max. We saw you from across the bar. Not Icon, no, because it's closed.
And we really enjoyed your vibe.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Boom.
Ooh. Yes, me with my bottle of bubbly. And by that, I mean white mint elderflower water.
I don't mind that one. Is that a sparkling water or an Italian soda, which is basically Italian for soda?
It's a sparkling water with a little bubble, and it's just sweet enough. It's got just enough flavor there. It's like, oh, I'm not drinking pure water.
I do like them occasionally. I do like the posh one. Obviously, Daniel is loaded.
Saratoga?
He's come into money. He's ready to spend it all on bottled carbonated water.
This is only $1.99. Yes.
Good for you.
Yeah.
$1.95 more than free.
Well, it's true, but, you know, free doesn't have bubbles, so...
So the fact is you're drinking soda water out of a bottle like a hobo. Well, how was your week? Clearly terrible.
I mean, we're just grateful that it's not in a paper bag at this point.
We've got some Whole Foods bags. You have the handles as well.
Oh, yeah. Just put it in a big one.
Lug it back.
Just lug it
Just
back.
clip it behind your ears like a feed bag.
Oh, my God. Work this week. It was... it was a productive week, but it was also very draining and frustrating at times. And then at the same time, it's like, oh, by the way, you got all this money. You now have to spend all this money. And I'm like, I wasn't planning on having to spend this much money. I was only planning on having to spend a little bit of money, not all this
money. Oh.
So now I'm like, great. I now have contracts that are due. And I'm like, was not expecting this. So it's been a mixed bag week is what I'm saying. Fortunately, like I've been doing a lot of grounding work.
Yes.
I'm getting home. Been doing a lot of trip planning for Canada, trying to pick out places I want to go and eat in Montreal
Very nice.
and Ottawa, like trying to give myself something to look forward to. It's working, but it's also been one of these weeks that I'm like, I'm probably working a little bit this weekend, and I'm like, I don't want to be doing that.
No, I don't do that. Weekends go too quickly in the summer.
They do, but then there's also, if I don't, that means Monday is going to be just hell in a handbasket part 2, and I don't want that. So it's a trade-off week, and I don't like it, but that's where we're at. So in a nutshell, that's been my week. It's not been great, but it's not been bad. It's a middling week.
A middling week.
Yeah, middling week with some tense moments.
As Golden Girls is hottest, it's magenta.
No, I don't even know that I'd say it was magenta. But you, sir, how's your week?
We did a lot, actually. Went to the beach last weekend. We tried Sandy Point Beach.
Oh, how was that?
Yes, nice beach. No, more swimmable than the others, but, it was good. Like, we had a nice time. Went to CDC Spirit Play. Again, very nice time. God, busy this week. We then, Wednesday went out and me and Meg went to Freddy's, had a lovely evening there, catching up, and then went last night, Thursday, we went to Road Zap Thai, which is a new Thai restaurant in DC. The hubs and I are trying to do date nights and also pick new restaurants rather than just the same old cycle. So it was really nice. So give that a go. It's near Dacha, but highly recommend. Really great food. Very restaurant Thai food, the sort of thing you only does well in the restaurants rather than the
it's the food that doesn't travel.
Yes. And they did a really nice corn salad, which was really lovely.
Oh, very nice. So what did you end up having, if you don't mind me asking?
It was the breaded pork in the peanut, which was absolutely delicious.
Peanut and pork.
Peanut and pork always mixes very, very well.
Does indeed.
We are. And I got a mustache. I shaved my face into a mustache.
Yes.
I
told him he looked like Michael Fassbender.
Which is always a good thing to look like.
Yes.
Penis and all.
Well,
he does have a beautiful penis.
He does indeed.
Such a good movie. And Carey Mulligan also shines. And she shines if she can shine above Michael Fassbender's penis.
But also, it's Carey Mulligan. She shines in everything.
She shines in everything.
She put forth the light in the world. I love that woman.
My favourite line of hers is in, apart from the Liverpool line in obviously Saltburn, is in the Beef season 2 where she goes, have you seen this young girl? You sort of want to scold her. But anyway, that's enough about us. Let's start to get our third warmed up.
Oh, yes. It's time to talk about culture for the week.
So, Daniel, what's been culture for you this week?
Well, culture for me this week. I said it was a middling week, and so listeners, I may disappoint, I may not. I am holding in my hands one of my cultures for the week. I bought myself a fountain pen to make myself feel better.
Lovely. Can we delid it? Can we
Yes,
nib?
we can
Beautiful.
nib it.
It's lovely.
It's got a nice little weight to it.
It does have a glorious weight. It's clearly metal.
Yes. I wanted a little bit something to feel a little bit serious, but also because
Are you confident using a fountain pen?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Like, I did my notes in a fountain pen.
Oh, they are very nice notes, I can tell. No smudging either, because he's right-handed, the cunt.
I know. Just horrible.
And what brand are we?
I honestly don't remember what brand it is whatsoever.
And does it fill up with the cartridges?
Yes. So I have a nice little set of boxes with the cartridges that I have to put in.
Are they ones with the ball in the top that you punch in?
No. Well, this one is just the plastic tubes that you punch in. But yes, it goes into the nib. I use fountain pens, and I want something that's heavy duty because I want to go sketching with it actually in Canada.
Yes.
And I was like, it made me feel better.
So you've got plenty of time to get the nib warmed up and shaped into your
and
writing.
to feel how it's going to work whenever you're doing the sketches and the papers and stuff. Let's see. So in addition to the fountain pen, I saw a new exhibition at the National Gallery of Art. It's called Beneath the Surface, Mining and American Photography. It is a gorgeous exhibition. I highly recommend if you're in DC to go see it. It concludes August 23rd, so you don't have too much time to go see it, but just enough.
Yeah.
I think it is better, and a lot of critics are saying the same thing too, that it's better than the America 250 exhibit that they've got.
But you said it was an indirect way of looking at America, which sometimes makes for stronger, more honest reflections of it.
Yes, it's one of these exhibitions, and I won't give too much away, but it's really like dissecting mining and its effects on the land and the people and the process and the socioeconomics. And so in that sense, you get the full breadth of America. And I think it's a lot more honest than, like I said, the 250.
Well, did you take that photography exhibition? It was on a couple of years back.
Yeah, you and I both went.
Yeah. That was the sort of one.
It's in that vein.
Yeah,
it's
and that was such
an
an honest look at America. And people go, no, it's bleak. I said, well, maybe that's why I said. I did say honest.
Yeah, but it was also there were some great photographs, and I'll be blunt, of like toxic waste that comes off of the coal, and it's just this euphoric photo, like colors in this image, and it's stunning. And you're like, you would have thought that it was like Yosemite or Yellowstone, actually.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh my God. And then you think like, oh my God, like this is what we're doing to the earth. So like, it was a really good exhibition.
That's
like,
great.
I absolutely was moved by it. You can spend a good 30 minutes there, and it's well worth it. Let's see. Album of the week. I went back to a standard of mine. Classic jazz, Blue Train by Robert Coltrane. Such a good album. If you need 15 minutes to just get yourself in a good place, listen to that.
Oh, see.
So what was culture for you this week?
So Rosie was giving Buddy a little clean.
Oh.
She's licking him.
I don't know that he likes it. He's sort of like flinching, like, why is the dog touching me?
So I got 2 movies in this week.
I know you got in 2 movies.
I went to see Toy Story 5.
I was a little bit shocked by that one.
I do like the Toy Stories.
I know you do.
I skipped the 4th one at the cinema because I thought the 3rd one wrapped up perfectly. The 4th is good. It's a bit bleak, but you have to see it to understand what it is. This was much funner, but there was still a moment of tear. And I looked around and I was kind of like crying through my glasses, and a lady next to me was also like wiping tears. Glasses, because when you get to an age and you have to wear glasses, they give away all manner of sin.
Right. So, everyone's in a certain,
But I highly recommend, there's an excellent subplot involving Buzz Lightyears, which was pure genius, even though it is Tim Allen.
Well.
Saw Spider-Man Brand New Day. Excellent. Avoid the spoilers. Keep the secrets and go in.
I'm very proud of you.
It's
you
very
told me
good.
what you were doing.
Yes, no, but it's excellent. It is it was Marvel back on form, and I mean it's setting up the next incarnation.
So it's setting up the film in December, is what you're saying?
Yes, very well.
I think we got it. Sorry.
And then my music of the week was Charlie XCX, her new album, Music Fashion Film.
What do you think of that?
I really like it, but I quite like Charlie XCX. She's not a gimmick. she's actually very much
There's depth to it.
There's depth.
Yeah.
And this is definitely, they said it's not Brat. It's only half an hour. I think one song is 30 seconds.
Yeah, so the critics on NPR last week, because it was on New Music Friday 2 weeks ago, they liked it. A lot.
It's actually very likable. And you kind of, and it's one of those that it came up, and I did listen to it. I don't try and let the podcast influence, but I think I finished my podcast early on Tuesday. I was like, okay, I'm going to give this a listen. And I was like, okay, that was good. Like, it's heavy. It's got some dun bits in it. And then I was like, I listened to it again. And it's like, and it's just kind of, and I saw her movie this year, and I've seen her in a couple other movies as well. I don't know. It's something about her. I think I think when you've got someone like Ray, who is phenomenal, Ray is clearly an amazing songwriter, clearly a great talent in the sense, but Ray's got a very, there's something very, I don't want to say it's something easy to like, but her talents are very more mainstream.
Yes, she's also very orchestral, if that makes sense.
And I think so. And then of course Olivia, what's her face?
Rodrigo?
No, is it Olivia? My man.
Olivia Dunn.
Dunn. She is got this very classic style, so kids love her, and parents are like, "Oh, you like it? It's very that." Whereas
relatable. Yes.
Charlie XCX is very social media MySpace.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, she's like, I'm going to take advantage of having, like, my platform is digital, so I can kind of do what I like, and I'm loving that about her. And so the album's half an hour. Probably if you bought it as a physical for $13 or whatever it cost back in the day for an album, you'd be a bit like, oh, is that it? Yeah. But as a Spotify, I'm going to listen to it, so I'm like, oh no, this is a really good
actually I'll
album.
listen to it twice,
and actually I'm like, I can go and walk the dogs, and then by the time because in the evening gym separately, I'm like, oh, actually, by the time I'm done, I can listen to the whole album, and I love that about it.
Very good.
But anyway, Daniel, now it's time to really move on and get stuck in with our third this week.
Yes, it's time to answer the question, who is your top, who is your bottom, and who is your lucky Pierre?
Who is, Daniel, your top, who's your bottom, and who is your lucky Pierre?
All right, so my bottom of the week, and it's not necessarily a bad bottom, we'll put it that way. It was announced that Kenneth Branagh will star and executive produce a new Paramount Plus series entitled Laird, as in the Laird of...
Yeah.
A Scottish laird, essentially, of an estate. Reading my notes. Branagh will play the namesake Laird of Castle Drumock, who goes head-to-head with a billionaire who was set to buy it, but he somehow spurns that situation. So this is why it's sort of my bottom of the week, is they're touting it as a replacement for Yellowstone, which we know is a little bit...
This in Scotland...
Yes. Yeah. So here's the thing that I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about this, because the other flip side to this is Branagh and Wallander, the television series, absolutely stunning. So like, I know Branagh can carry this. I'm like, I don't necessarily know if it's going to be a Yellowstone type situation and the conservative connotations with it.
They're very different. Like,
yeah. So that's the only reason why it was my bottom, is like, I'm intrigued, but I'm also a little bit hesitant type situation. I feel like you might be the same with that one too. Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure Yellowstones are great. I just feel that they came from nowhere. And also there was like 5 seasons of it. And I'm not catching up with that.
Yeah, and there was some guy on a plane trip when I was coming back from London who watched the entire series, and I was just like, why are you doing this, sir? Why? You look quizzical right now.
He's seen him. Bug went upstairs.
Okay. All right. My top of the week. Luke Evans has announced that he is departing from Rocky Horror, and he will be replaced by Jake Shears.
It should be it should be good.
Yeah, of Sister Scissors acclaim. His run will start on September 11th. Also, it was announced that Kevin McHale from Glee will be taking over the role of Brad. It has also, so there's been yet another announcement that the show has announced a run through February 2027. No word if Jake Shears will be there the entire time or if they'll do a couple other ones in between them.
I wonder if anyone got the whole cast, because it was quite a big cast, and I can imagine there'd be, I wonder how many actual
I don't know
dates happened where everyone was able to actually be in it.
I don't know, because I felt like they had like double casting too. You know how they sometimes do it with the magenta role.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Who knows? All right, my lucky PR of the week is Ella Langley has achieved a bit of a milestone this week. She has hit top number one song in the country for Choosing Texas. This marks the 15th straight week that it has been number one, a feat rarely achieved. She is now tied with Whitney Houston for I Will Always Love You and Mariah Carey for We Belong Together. Not even Taylor Swift has achieved this. So it's been talked about how that everyone seems to know Ella Langley, and no one knows Ella Langley all at the same time.
I can't say the name is too familiar.
I mean, literally the only song that I know is this Choosing Texas, and I know it for certain reasons. So the other thing that is coming out is people are calling this the song of the summer.
Yeah.
So here's my question, Max. If this isn't the song of the summer, because you can't really picture it, name it.
I can't name it, no.
What would you say is your song of the summer? And why?
I'm trying to think, really.
I have an answer for you, just so you're not completely on the spot. To me,
yeah,
it would be Love Sensation by Madonna, which I realize that someone might say it could be something else like Danceteria or something else from Confessions Volume Number 2. But I don't necessarily know that I would call Choosing Texas as the song of the summer. I think it just happens to be everywhere, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because didn't we say last year there was no song of the summer? And that was a huge talking point amongst a lot of the other culture pods, was that there was no actual song of the summer. You know, I've really loved Madonna album. I've loved Ray's album. Mm-hmm. I feel that I've moved into a lot more of albums at the moment.
Yes. You've gone away from your songs.
But I think that I felt this year there's been a lot more like when Madonna's album came out, you know, we got, is it Love Sensation was that the first one?
Yes, that was the first single.
When that came out, and then she kind of there was no breathing space. Mm-hmm. She just went through with
the entire
thing. But she didn't, it wasn't like Madonna's releasing new material. It was very much pitched as Madonna's going to release a sequel album to Confessions. Yeah. So even though I loved all the tracks, it to me it was packaged as, you know, this is going to be like a complete thing. So I don't know. I don't think there is really a song of the summer this year, because potentially someone like I Love Meek, but that came out. That's not the song that hasn't taken off at all. That came out in spring. And
that was one of those that it had a hit with a certain calling, but it hasn't popped through, so to speak, or broken through to the mainstream.
I would potentially say there's been sounds of the summer, and I would say Madonna said, and now Charlie XCX is coming out. There's a lot of women are leasing stuff, but I couldn't turn around and say, oh my god, this one track. Mm-hmm. I think the last great song of the summer was Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah,
with Espresso.
I still hear that and go, there's something so funny about how she sings. I couldn't tell you what, but she's got a sort of an irony to her voice, and I don't know what it is. And there's
maybe it's her trying to be soft or something. I don't know, but yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely say Madonna's probably gonna hit the bars more. But then also, the go-to album I'm putting on is still Mother Mary.
Oh, fair.
And I think that's just because it's a consistent.
It's a good album.
It's a good
album. Thank you, Anne Hathaway.
But no, I thank you for bringing this up as a topic, because until now I've not been this is the one song that I'm sort of really listening to. And if maybe by next week if I do think of something, I'll put it down and we can explore. Yeah. But no, you're right. There's not really been it. But so Ella
Langley. And here's the thing, I've known the song since it came out in January, and like I said, for certain reasons. But I wouldn't necessarily be oh yeah, this is the song of the summer. It's a bit of a heartbreaking song. She's losing a guy to one of his former lovers in the song, and you're just oh, this is sad.
No, the song of the summer, so there's two types of song. There was originally So you have like, I remember the first real big song of the summer was "Call Me Maybe." I remember that was not 20 years old now. I don't even want to think about how it was.
It totally was 20 years old.
And it was like, and I'd never really heard the term "This is the song of the summer" because in England, because I was still in England when it came out, and I remember it was on Glee and they go, "This is the song of the summer," but we didn't really have songs of the summer. What we would do is, because of Spain and the club scene, is that we tended to get, especially like in the fall or like late summer, music would start to filter over because of like people going to Ibiza and coming back and picking up on the and like So Let's Catch Up, you know, remember hip hop was a big one because that only came about because people were bringing it back over with them. So, and I think that there would be some good music, but no, this year again has been. But I think it's just because there has been really good music. But for me, it's definitely been like the album experience that I've kind of gone for on something.
Yeah, and that's interesting. I was sitting here and I was thinking, like, would you consider Bad Romance a song of the summer by Lady Gaga? Because at the same time, it was released on top of the album, and I remember listening to the entire album all the way through too.
Yeah, Bad Romance was because that was separate to the album, wasn't it? That was the Fame Monster EP.
Yeah.
And it was like a really, there was just, it
was a weird time in music.
But songs of the summer they tend to be smaller ones that grow.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've had that
There's not been a roller coaster effect with it, or build up to
probably
it.
like the first one of the early ones. Now thinking about it, back in the MySpace days was Lily Allen and LDN, and that sound was very unique at the time. But then also that year that she came out, I still think that year that MySpace, it was a year, there was some good. Sam Sparrow was a big one. Black and Gold came out. Dragonette was big that year. There was some really that summer that MySpace launched. I got big over in England about like it was towards the end of my second year at college. It was big, and I remember that. But there was a lot of music that summer.
Anyways, that was enough about me. Who is your top, your bottom, and your lucky, Pierre?
Well, my bottom of the week is going to be soccer. In the FIFA are planning on selling off so many stakes in order to and shares, and the idea is they want to really monetize some part of it.
FIFA.
It's a private investment plan, and it would gain a lot of money. I can't remember the ins and outs of the actual what the benefit of it supposedly is going to be.
It's just convoluted,
but the Kushners are involved.
Of course.
So there's been a lot of pushback.
Say less.
UEFA got involved, and they're like, "No, this is shit. This is going to kill it." You know. And
I did see that.
And now they want to withhold. They're not withholding money from the sounds of it. But they're saying you will not get this money because this is the money we'd have got from it. But basically, I just think it's kind of sad that, you know, read the fucking room. You've come off a World Cup that has been accused of multiple bits of favoritism and selling out, and now you're selling out half the fucking league
in front of everyone's face. Like,
now I say this is top this week. It's kind of sad. It's very sad. But so Glen Hansard, the Irish singer-songwriter, most famed for his work on the movie and musical Once, sadly passed away at 53 in a motorcycle accident. And we actually only saw him a couple months back at 9:30 Club. There's been a lot of deaths recently, and I hate and a lot of weird news, and it's hard to kind of work out tops and bottoms.
Is it death or is it the weirdness?
But
is it both?
I love Once, and seeing him live, like he played a lot of tracks from it, which is nice because I thought he might be one of those that I love this, but now this is a burden to my career. He was an amazing musician. It's such a pity that, you know, that's it. He seemed like a genuinely nice guy, a genuinely still, even though he had this popular movie, though not obviously, like the movie's still very hidden, but it's amazing.
It has a cult following.
But a musical that's done it extremely well, you know, because of it. And he seemed very grounded and still very much a musician and still very much proud of his work. So hopefully people just reach out and start listening to some of his music, and your life will be better for it.
Yes.
Lucky Pierre of the week is, again, we were really stretched. I should also point out that I stopped going on social media this week to avoid spoilers because Spider-Man, there is casting, and most people watching it by now, and I don't think anyone going in will be shocked by it because there's been a lot of rumors, but like I did not want confirmation, so I had to keep off it. And Daniel's like,
you can tell me afterwards.
It's good. It's worth it for that moment. But so I was on social media, and so Daniel's like, "What's your stories this week?" I'm like, on Wednesday. I literally just went on before it was released on Thursday and was like, I just found some stuff. And the lucky Pierre. I mean, Glen Hansard was always going to win. The UEFA I wanted to talk about, but no, this one is that there is a group of Christian individuals who are so done with the temptations of going to the gym with women being there. They're going to create a men-only temptation lust-free gym.
Do you know who did this before?
The Greeks.
Oh, I was going to say the Romans, but yes, the Romans did it.
No, it's
and homosexuality was rampant.
Yes, it's lucky Pierre because it's just the epitome of stupid culture right now. Because if any and you know, you look at it in one way because there are still like female only swim nights, there are female only baths, pools, especially Hampstead Heath has it.
This is different though.
This is very different, and yes, I do feel that in terms of gender, we should be, people do sometimes prefer to stick to their own genders, and I get that, and but when you have lust-free, temptation-free, the problem is not the temptation, the problem is the person.
I was going to say, the problem is the person in the mirror.
Yeah.
It'd be you.
Now, the question is, Daniel, is this going to be a total bang fest?
I hope so.
Yeah. Quite beefy guys. They weren't like your weedy Christians. They were like the hellos.
I hope it becomes a total, porno is what I hope it becomes.
That's
just for the irony of it.
The steam room is going to be something else.
They've got to relieve the tension somehow.
But I started, and this was such the epitome of culture right now, that the people had, and the culture for me was the fact they had no sense of irony and stupidity in the announcing of it.
It's so straight, it's gay.
Yeah, and it's like this whole thing. It's like what they say now, isn't it? Liberalism's going full circle. That they become right wing, and right wings become so full circle, go liberal, and straight's going so straight, it's going gay.
Yeah, I'm just like, you've got to be kidding
You go
me.
straight, you go right back round again and do yourself up the bum.
That's a reach around.
But no, it's pretty stupid, and I have to say that I feel culture for this week should be check your words before you say them. Or
at least have your gay friend read it before you come up with that business idea.
And after he does you.
Yeah.
So with that, Daniel, we should move on to the end of the episode.
We should move on to the end of the episode.
What do you think culture's going to be for you next week?
Possibly spending money. Not my money, but spending money. How about you? What about you?
Got some video. I think next week is going to be continue some summer. Well, it is all ticking along quite nice at the moment. Buggy's back at health, and we've just kind of enjoying I think we didn't realise this week, on Monday, we got the dogs back on the couch. We all sat down and just chilled, and we just fell asleep. I think it'd been so long since we were able to just kind of get up and relax and not worry about having to get the dogs back out again. That it's nice. So hopefully that will continue. Anyway, I've been Max.
I'm Daniel.
Thank you for being our third.
Cheers.
A big thank you to everyone for tuning in to Daniel Max's Cultural Freeway and for giving us a listen.
Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and review, and follow us on the socials.
You can find us under Bearded Bitch Pod or Bitches with Beards. Please remember that only a mother could love our views and opinions, and they reflect us and no one else.
We'll be here next week, unless we're cancelled.